Alex Answer here. Before I go back up off the land and won't be uploading for a few days, I want to cover this hashtag YouTube party is over. And it's a headline that's trending at this time because independent pop culture, independent makeup channels, independent gaming channels, they're waking up to a new nightmare this week. And some of them are reporting 20% of their videos have been demonetized, like outrageous amounts. And again, some of these aren't even channels that cover conspiracy content or alternative media. But this has been happening to me for a while. I've talked about it in past videos. I'll talk about it a little bit more in brief. Certain buzzwords, certain keywords are being flagged by the robot algorithm. So AMTV, for example, has been hit. They did a video on the Iranian propaganda, where they showed a video, I guess, of a U.S. destroyer being attacked. Mr. Green did a video about it, and it was not just demonetized, it was banned. Fortunately for Chris Green, he has a large enough audience to sustain his operation, and he can redirect people to his specials to a VOD channel. I myself am investigating what is the right VOD channel for myself, because I am personally about to receive my first off-grid video studio shed, and I'm going to be, spearheading something that's been very passionate to me for some time, producing alternative media content while living off the grid, and I want to do it in something other than a RV. The problem is, if you talk about China, if you talk about Iran, if you talk about controversial subjects, they say in their terms of policy, bad language, sexual stuff, but that doesn't count for the mainstream media. That doesn't count for, the MTV channels or Vivo or things of that nature. If they were held to the same standards that the indies that built YouTube were held to, there wouldn't really be much of a YouTube. Everything would be demonetized. So anything that's labeled controversy, again, no judge, no jury, we're dealing with a robot apocalypse now in YouTube. Not to mention YouTube, I appreciate a lot of you. I also see there's a lot of vile activity for years now in the YouTube videos, in the comment sections. People putting down the content creators, people spending their time as hobbies, attacking channels, false flagging as some people call it. It's really, really sad. And so YouTube has a lot of negativity associated with it, not to mention the ads. The ads are horrible. You should be afraid. The terrorists are coming to take away your liberty. You need to vote for Donald Trump, or you need to vote for Hillary Clinton. You need to vote because if you don't vote, the terrorists win. We have no control over that. The content creators, what ads come up, what ads don't come up. You'll see some ads that come up, oh, I was just looking at solar panels. Oh, I was just looking at a shed. Now it's advertising those very things. That's okay, but they also engage in some sick propaganda, as well as those flashing banners of all these demon Hollywood movies coming out. YouTube has become a dark place. I have not decided what is the best VOD solution for me, but I'm looking at a situation where I'm going to be creating more content than ever. I am going to be investing $500 because my credit sucks in satellite internet, so I can bring you videos on a daily basis as soon as the first to second week of October of this year of 2016, for the first time in my life. My own place, my own property, my own building that I can call my own, not renting in the city, but living off the grid. And of course, that could change next year. Code enforcement, new draconian rules, Agenda 21. But as long as I have this moment to savor, I'm going to use it. As long as I have this moment to savor, thanks to the Creator, I am going to use it to speak light into these matters of darkness, to breathe light, to breathe truth into these issues that we are facing on this planet. But I need your support more than most people, because I'm not even basically financially established on the most basic, fundamental level, where some of these others that have been working out of the same studio for years, they're a little bit more established. I'm having to really come back, if you will, and really rebuild my infrastructure all over again. And, some of you are like, well, what do you mean by that? Oh, your videos are still there. It's difficult to move forward financially in this micro industry when you're living off the grid and you're living in your RV and video uploads are irregular. Okay? And so I'm looking to change all that really quickly, but I'm telling you, I did warn about this 3 years ago. In fact, something much worse. It's called a YouTube Google Plus D-Day. And you can find my warnings, type in YouTube and Google D-Day or Doomsday into my channel, and you're going to find my 2013 video. You know, it is a pinch myself moment because I'm seeing so many things that I have predicted come to fruition. So one of the things that I'm going to have to do this winter is go over some of my main pieces of information, my main warnings, really the core of what it is that I talk about, to really go over those very basics. Because I feel like I'm seeing these things happen in real time, but I'm still slightly handicapped in the fact that I'm just now going off grid on my own property. I'm working to get better internet, and the YouTube revenue AdSense absolutely sucks. It's time for me to move to another model. And that's a way some of you can support me that don't have PayPal. I'll also look at Patreon if this is something that you're familiar with, the Patreon system. Let me know down in the comment section. I may get up a Patreon page in the next day or two. But this means a lot to me. This is history in the making. And we have gifts that we all should use, gifts of communication, to share this truth. Never before we had access like this, to share for free an idea with others, to share it for free and for others to watch it for free. News and information that is not controlled by the mainstream media. So for those of you that genuinely support me and want to see me move forward, I'm going to need your help pretty soon. Going fully independent. And the result of that is that the videos are going to get better. There's going to be more news and information put out that I think that other people in the alternative media need to see and need to hear. But in conclusion, again, this is happening to everybody across the board on YouTube, not just controversial speakers. There are certain buzzwords that they're going after. And I learned last winter that talking about the Bundy psyops or Burns psyops, whether it was the word Burns and psyops or just Burns by itself, I don't know. Calling out Pete Santilli, who, by the way, charges were dropped in Oregon. We suspected him of being a Fed. Now charges are dropped again, just like charges were dropped on the guy when he had a firearm on him in Cincinnati, Ohio, before he went to Burns. All commentary about Pete demonetized. That was a real eye-opener as well. And if anything, just validated the fact that it was a psyops. The fact that YouTube doesn't want people talking about that. There are also people that are anti-ISIS, speaking against the child marriages and some of the things that are reported to be going on in the Middle East, and their videos are being demonetized as well. So, I will be announcing my new VOD channel once I decide on which service is best. Is it VHX? Is it Vimeo? I haven't made a decision. Let me know what you think down in the comment section and where you think YouTube is going. Thanks for watching.